Walt Disney World wants investors to believe that they've had a tremendous decade of growth in the past and 10 more years of success on the way. But folks, we're afraid to tell you it might not be so true. Should you believe what Bob Iger and company have to say? Are the ears on the hippo still wiggling at the Jungle Cruise ride? We'll tell you what's really going on inside the hallowed halls of Imagineers for the next 10 years. Hello, folks, and welcome back to That Park Place. It is a fun place to be, the happiest YouTube channel that ever set sail on the 7 seas. Bash Guy is the Wookiee commandeer of the channel, and Jonas J. Campbell is the man with the Windsor knot. Gentlemen, welcome back to you both.
So good to be here. I have prepared 10 years for this video.
Yes, 10 years. 10 years in the making to get right here. Where are we again? Are we less than where we started? I don't know, but we're going into it.
Hush now, Vash. Epcot's doing fine, darn you. Back into your hole, sir. Don't you dare talk about those little lights not working. Folks, you can help the little lights be working on this channel. Click the like button, and you are in for a buffet, a PhD, if you will, of knowledge at the end of this video. Vash Guy and Jonas J. Campbell know everything there is to know about Disney World. Vash can tell you down to the tiles, like how many tiles are there at the Magic Kingdom. He knows it, every ceramic tile memorized, and he's ready to tell you why this has not been a great past decade and why there's reason for worry. Vash, as we look at the past 10 years, if you want to put up whatever you need to put up, Vash, I'll let you do the walkthrough here, but it seems to me that the last 10 years, the farther back you go, the better it is. And I wonder, Vash, do you know who was in charge of that place, that magical Disney World way back when? Because the closer you get to the present, the less fun it's going to be.
I believe that was Bob Chapek taking the reins right there from Tom Staggs in about the 2015-2016 area of the history of the Experiences division. At that time, it was Disney Parks and Resorts, actually.
Vash, I need to remind you right now of the sacrosanct message of the mouse. We don't talk about Chapek. No.
Yes, I know. He should go unspoken, right? But we have to bring it up in order to be accurate with history. I understand that they might want to whitewash that. For example, like master shipbuilder Bob Chapek, but we have to cover it because guess what, folks? When the resort really did experience a tremendous era of growth, well, that was not under current leadership, and that must be addressed, as Pro beautifully mentioned.
So let's walk through it, Vash. 2016, Frozen Ever After, they reskinned the Maelstrom. Yippee. Disney Springs, Transformation and Expansion. That's good from a retail side. 2017, Happily Ever After. Sure, that's decent. Pandora, the World of Avatar, that's the last great thing they did. And Misadventure Falls or at Typhoon Lagoon. Wish they'd build something new at Typhoon Lagoon, frankly. 2018, Toy Story Land. It's the land that needs more shade, but it was designed for Southern California, but put in Central Florida for some other reason we can't quite understand. And then things begin to go downhill. So I would just remind folks, in this past decade of dominance from Disney, it's the first 3 years that look really good. We get the Grand Destino Tower, Galaxy's Edge, Riviera Resort, and Disney Skyliner. All of these items have had some issues, okay? And it just needs to be said, even the Skyliner, as much as we love the little Skyliner, the gondolas have had some issues. They were crashing each other at one point. They can't work in the weather. In 2020, though, this is where things start falling apart. And don't blame the pandemic, folks, because, well, this stuff was going to be there anyway. It happened and was built before the pandemic. You got Beauty and the Beast sing-along, Jonas.
Oh my.
That's up there.
I actually thought, well, they did Enchanted Tales with Belle in 2020. Nope, not even that. It's just the Beauty and the Beast sing-along.
Right. This entire decade, this walkthrough is a reminder of how much things are falling apart. Awesome Planet. Vash, I can't tell you the last time somebody just told me, hey, Pro, I'm going down to Disney World because I want to get me some of that Awesome Planet.
A lot of vacation packages booked over Awesome Planet, I'm sure. Oh, wait, I don't think that's the case. But that Beauty and the Beast sing-along, hey, at least I can go there anytime I want and be able to experience that show. Oh, wait, did they reduce the hours on that as soon as it opened? That's it.
Feathered Friends in Flight. Feathered Friends in Flight. That's the same thing they had at Animal Kingdom before, but they gave it a new name, folks, and that really stands out. They gave it a new name. Canada Far and Wide at the Circle Vision 360. Already had it at Epcot, updated it, yay. And then Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, that's a solid one. 2021, they put the Paris Remy's Ratatouille Adventure in there. By the way, they're changing that ride in Paris because it sucks.
Yep. Downgrading it here, by the way.
Yeah, and then Drawn to Life, presented by Cirque du Soleil. Again, I can't tell you how many people come up to me every single day and say, hey, Pro, I'm going down to Central Florida. I got to get me some of that Drawn to Life. Never heard of anybody say that in my life. 2022, the only thing they had was Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. That thing had been built for like 5 years. So, yay, 2022, but it still was built and designed by the prior leadership. 2023, Tron Lycos Cycle Run. It was being built all the way back in 2017. So again, these are things that they staggered out because they didn't have the kind of people that could build stuff anymore. Luminous, the Symphony of Us, you can see there. That was the replaces for Harmonious that they don't want to tell you about.
Right. And Journey of Water. That has gone on without a hitch as well.
The death tacos that they had to remove. I think they spent something like $500 million trying to get to Luminous.
But gentlemen, in 2024, they destroyed Splash Mountain and gave us the busted Bayou Lemon Adventure. We got the Country Bear Jamboree that is now empty every single showing. The cabins at Disney's Fort Wilderness and the Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Resort, which is controversial itself, eh? And in 2025, you're gonna get Little Mermaid: A Musical Adventure, which is a show that they decided to not show for like 6 years. 6 years. But now they're gonna start doing it again. And I know, I can hear the people right now. Pro, you're being too negative. They made new puppets. Well, of course they made new puppets. Those things probably were eaten alive by moths. Disney's Villains: Unfairly Ever After, which is so bad that they may kick it out after 1 year. Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away, that's good. Test Track presented by General Motors. I'm sorry, Vash, did they build Test Track again?
They did build it from the ground up, brick by brick. Oh wait, no, it's the third iteration of a redo of that classic attraction right there.
So what we're saying, folks, is we're not trying to be too mean about this, but we have to be. The first 3 years of this is Bob Chapek, the CEO that they got rid of. And it's actually legitimately, okay, that's pretty good. Pandora, not bad, man. Then you get the trickle of stuff that they designed under Bob Chapek. And I'm not a Bob Chapek Disney World fan, okay? The guy got rid of the idea of hiding sightlines. I'm not a fan of it. But I have to give him his due. These later years are projects that were sitting there under construction forever because Disney slow-walked it. And the closer you get to today, the worse and worse things get. Like, by the time you get to the current date, it's like, wow, you guys are terrible at this. And that's the problem. They're trying to use the last 10 years as proof the next 10 years will be good. But the closer you get to the present and the people who are working on the projects of tomorrow, the more you say, oh, no, don't let them, no, please, no, don't do anything, stop it.
Well, and I'll also say this, even if you look at the next 10 years, like the second part of this infographic that they've released, well, they really only cover the next 5. And even then, you've got investments that are going to open up very, very shortly, like the Muppets overlay for Rock and Roller Coaster or the Zootopia attraction in Animal Kingdom replacing It's Tough to Be a Bug. Those are going to open, in next year, if I'm not mistaken, along with that magic of Disney animation.
Yeah, let's walk through that real quick. Zootopia, probably going to be good. Okay, if it's not, they really stink.
Sure.
The Muppets at Rock and Roller Coaster is going to be the cheapest reskin you've ever seen in your life. Everything already points to it be a problem. They did a thing where the puppeteers come out and do it. They don't sound like the original characters. At least Kermit doesn't. And frankly, I'm sorry. If I ride Rock and Roller Coaster, I want to ride with great rock music. I don't have a problem with the Electric Mayhem Muppets, rock band. But I don't want to ride a roller coaster listening to somebody pretend to be Dr. Teeth. That doesn't sound pleasant to me. Like, give me Queen, give me the Beatles, give me Aerosmith. I don't want to listen to Dr. Teeth singing covers, of these other things. It's so lazy.
Level 99 at Disney Springs. That's great that they are allowing someone else to put something in at Disney Springs. It's another bar for adults that's video game themed that can never live up to just a bunch of cabinets from the 1980s.
It doesn't live up to Disney Quest. Disney Lakeshore Lodge, by the way, is an eyesore. It has destroyed the ambiance of Fort Wilderness. So, yeah.
And all those investments, along with that DVC tower right there, that's half of this infograph. Right there. That's half of this. And so the other investments, well, that's going to be, the next 5 years. So where's the next decade? What's on the next 10 years? Is it all $60 billion? We know that's all
This is
untrue.
the giveaway, Vash. Vash, this is the giveaway. This is what people need to see. This is why they're here watching the video, okay? Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching, you may think we're a bunch of curmudgeons, and maybe we are. But here's what you need to know. This is the next 10 years. You thought this was coming out in a couple of years? No, this is the next 10 years. Tropical Americas at Disney Animal Kingdom. That's probably going to be good. It needs animals. That would be nice, but it'll probably be good. We all have deep concerns about the Piston Peak. We all have deep concerns about the Monsters Inc. land. Villains Land, I don't even know what to think about it because we don't have any details. The Animation Courtyard probably is good. Zootopia is good. Lakeshore Lodge is probably not. It's a mixed bag. But what you need to know is it's the next 10 years. This is the 10 years that they've been talking about.
Right. And I'll say the next 10 years that they're talking about, the primary concerns that we have with the next 10 years is because of what we've seen over the last 5 years. So I think that we have a pretty good track record to look at what Disney has been doing over the last recent little while and saying, no, thank you, please. Can you hire Universal Creative to be in charge of some of these projects? Maybe they can help you raise your quality level. I'm sorry if that hurts to hear that, but that's honestly where I'm at with Walt Disney Imagineering at this point.
I just want people to understand, if you think that you're getting all that stuff that was announced like in the next 2 or 3 years, if you're like, oh boy, they shut down Rivers of America, we're gonna get those cars just anytime. Oh, Villains Land, it's gonna be there any moment. They just told you that's what they're doing for the next 10 years. 2035, enjoy your villain Dole Whip at the top of Magic Kingdom.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.